What's up, YouTube, and welcome to the house. I was right, I told you so on one card out of here and wrong on like 7 to 8 and okay on like 3. This is what happens when you go for a spread. If you don't recall, a while back, I very publicly went in on some of these speed duel cards, and not mass quantities. I didn't buy any out. The max I bought was 12 of any to have a bunch of playsets for past formats, and Summon Skull immediately skyrocketed after to $12. People were going, thanks John Moore, and I just like Summon Skull. I've pointed it out plenty of times, but I really do. And the OCG card stock on its oh so nice. The secret rare looked great, and then most of these cards got quarter century secret rares, but Dust Tornado missed that, and with that, there's a huge buyout on it. Everything else is down from their highs. Flame Swordsman, I think, was like 9 to 12, and now it's down towards $6 slowly. It's still one of the nicer versions that did miss one, though. Summon Skull is getting some traction because people don't want to pay $90 for a QCR, and they want a nice version, but I will say that those Platinum Secrets look very good on vanillas, and that's why a lot of those command that price. I would have never called it on Dark Magician Arcana. I did not think Konami would have that kind of taste in a million years. They did great choosing that one, even though that hurts this one. And then Kaiku was up towards, I want to say, $15+ at one point, and is climbing once again because those reprints don't give the most access out there, right? The common has 12 listings, this has 21. So for a dead format, these cards are doing pretty well because they're still played in past formats that are kept alive by the players. But so many of these I was wrong on. Creature Swap, which also got a QCR. Nobleman, which got other versions. That's actually a common, though, in here. I believe its Secret's still doing okay from other Speed Duel sets. Widespread Ruin, Altar Art for my Troop Dupe format dreams. Having the Altar and Secret's really cool, in my opinion, but people aren't going to be on that niche. That's a personal thing, right? Like, that's all me. When it comes down to this, though, there are going to be people that completely filter this out. They go, Speed Duel stamp, not for me. I hate that. Achoo, I'm allergic to it, just like a gold rare. And others are going to be like, this card stock and look is oh so nice. That's me. But yeah, very divisive. And you have a version of this going way up, while other people might snub it once it gets really expensive and just go for the OG first edition or OG unlimited even. One thing that was eye-popping on the page, though, that you might have missed, $4 Red Eyes Baby Dragon Commons. Once you really slow down and try to copium it makes a little sense. You've got Baby Dragon and Red Eyes, two of Joey's themes combined into one, just like Baby Scoob and Baby Garfield, I guess. But jokes aside, this comes from Legendary Duelist 1, not the most accessible thing in the world, and I would pay the extra to upgrade that to Ultra. I think it looks better than the Secret Rare. Personally, the Secret and how it highlights the background, don't love it as much as the Ultra Rare personally, and it is, again, the OG. So if you're considering this at 4, you might want to just, bump it up to $8, $9, and get yourself the Ultra instead. But I do understand trying to play Yu-Gi-Oh! As cheap as possible. Speaking of cards that struggle for upgrades, Wabaku. I remember that I think it's Kevin Tewart didn't ever want this to get a holo because of his ruling headaches with it in the past. And to this day, this is the highest rarity in terms of rarity upgrades, Mosaic Rare. Gladiator Beast players, I feel your struggle. I've wanted this for holos. I'm a huge LOB format fan. That's also why I like Summon Skull. And this fits into that format. Yeah, just $10 for this is crazy still. Somebody has spent the money at $10 and it's sold out at the $5 mark mostly. We talked about this just the last Market Watch, how I really didn't like Magicians of Bond and Unity, and here, I'm gonna get a little conspiracy-y. The Age of Overlord version has completely sold out, and it's the worst looking one, at least in my book. Let me know if you agree, but it's got the piss yellow background. Here we have Duelist Nexus, the OG debut of it in green, but there's tons of sealed Duelist Nexus around. Then you have the red version out of Phantom Nightmare. It looks good. Legacy of Destruction was opened a good amount. It's got that orange with the yellow swirl that makes it look a lot better, but the yellow version's what went, why could this this be? Age of Overlord was the most opened out of all these sets, wasn't it? Yes. And then you have the most copies out there to play the market on. So I think that's why it's winning. A lot of interested vendors putting their fingers in the cookie jar and trying to make something happen, and a little bit of a stampede on these. I personally wouldn't, but hey, if you're trying to manipulate the market, use that TCG player link in the description down below, costing you nothing extra to support the channel directly for the cards you'd already be buying while I call you out on it. But this having no listings, it feels very, very forced to me. Duration is just a card I wanted to remind you about. We talked about it very recently. It's gone up even further. Where's that if it's on Market Watch? It's too late, crowd. But this is something you're going to be playing against at the WCQ most likely in one of your matchups if you're doing well throughout the day. It's a life point gain card, meaning it's also a time card. Be on your opponents, make them make timely plays, and don't be scared to call a judge if your opponent is slow playing. Herald of the Orange Light Ultimate Rare is getting bought out. I'm not exactly sure why this is suddenly going. Let me know if you know. But it sold out all the way at the 80 mark. Usually when Ritual Good stuff is going, I also check on Diviner, and it's going to for its quarter century secret rare, which is easy to force a buyout on out of Battles of Legend. It's up towards $90-ish at this point. Somebody just bought some at $120 a week ago. Yikes. But most of them sold out at 80. The new going price is 90, and when those three disappear, it's at 120. Let me know why people are preparing this way. And I had all these pulled up because Diviner in general is back to being about a $4 card for any version. You might want to get yours sooner than later. I'd go for a secret rare over the Battles Ultra Rare, but there's also that super nice Ultimate Rare if you can get it in EU foiling. I think it looks way better there, and it is up just a hair towards $16 already. Regenesis is going up on its quarter century secret rares for like everything at this point. They're just grabbing it if it says Regenesis. Even Regenesis Lord is going. So be aware we've covered these buyouts, but now they're going after everything high rarity, period. Ghost Trick Alucard also missed the QCR hype train and is now starting to bounce back up and relatively quickly from there on its ulti. So just be aware this is going for past formats. Is it for redo format? Let me know. Then we have Lunalights, which did get confirmed new support, and it had initial buyouts. Now there goes the double down buyouts. Lunalight Tiger is spiking even further. You can see low listings on Fusion. I think that's a holographic access, yes, because we did get the common. But be aware, double down buyouts going on some of this. The Synchro hype from the structure deck being announced has Junk Synchron Quarter Century Secret going even further. It's now up towards 25 and then quickly 30 and 40 from there. Dark Magician, with its new confirmed support being around, its Quarter Century Secret Rare has spiked pretty heavily for specifically the Bonanza one. Stampede still has a lot of trouble getting anything off the ground with all these super nice Dark Magicians, including the one in the main pool and the Bandai art and the Arcana one. Let me know what you think about that, how it's this one getting focused. Is it because there's still so many quantities of Stampede things running around? This set as a whole has multiple pushed buyouts, and the lowest listing here is Nibiru of all things, which I don't personally like the look of. A lot of people in the space have actually expressed their opinions. I think it was also Pack called this ugly. So many people have expressed they just don't like how this Nibiru looks, yet it's the one that keeps getting focused the most out of all of them. It's very interesting how that kind of reaction can push another way on the market, and money talks more than mouths sometimes. But also, when it comes down to everything here, you also have DDD Wave, King Caesar getting a couple of waves of buyouts. Magia is mostly down. Almost everything here is down from its hype. Even Trap Does Shoot from 60 down to 50. Let me know what you think about that kind of traction versus how so many other quarter century secret rares from previous releases keep getting bought out, keep getting bought out, keep getting bought out. I've mentioned it like a broken record, but us getting easy access Starlights might have people a little shaky, but the money that's moving into other quarter-century secret rares doesn't suggest that. Is it that there's not another release on the horizon to make people go back specifically to this one while it's so heavily populated? What is causing this kind of pause on this specific set while other things do see success? And the funniest thing I wanted to point out about Dark Magicians is, remember the spike during the rumors? Now we have the confirmed support, and the 10 quarter-century secret rares done nothing but go down, and it's back down towards 12 when it was up towards 16 plus. Look at this spike. It's so funny. It was at 12 at the beginning of the spike, maybe 11, but yeah, you see that little initial bump. Oh, there's rumors it could be happening. Oh, but yet the most expensive version now gets hard focus versus the art that people prefer, at least over here. Thanks for watching today's Market Watch. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy these conversations. And I really do like the back and forth in the comment section where people are talking about these things. It helps me shape my videos, my thoughts, and I do think keeps me sharper, and people point out all the times things I completely miss, and I'm never scared to ask for help on reasonings and why things are going. I think that's super important for creators to be open to, and a lot aren't.